Dr. Higher Quality. Blessedness!
It also exists to protect you by policing against the many pollutants that are generated by modern life. But soon the EPA will be doing a little bit less to protect you and a little bit more to protect big agriculture. Atrazine is a pesticide. It's the second most common one in the United States. Half of America's corn crop is treated with it. Atrazine is banned in the European Union, and here's why. When administered to male frogs, atrazine chemically castrates them and even causes some to change their sex entirely.
These are both males. The one on the bottom, acting as the female, we affectionately refer to as Darnell. He's a genetic male that not only acts like a female, he lays eggs like a female. She has been exposed to atrazine all of her life. I don't even really know how to reference it. This is Darnell's third clutch. So Darnell has sons and daughters that we've grown up. You can see eggs in the bottle. This is actually her second clutch for today. She has been copulating for getting close to 24 hours now. This is probably one of the most remarkable things I've seen in my work. But I personally have mixed emotions. I'm very excited about the science and trying to understand the mechanism. But on the other hand, I am worried. This is the most common contaminant in ground and surface water and drinking water. And the level of atrazine that it took to make this male turn into a female is 3 times less than what's allowed in our drinking water.
In humans, atrazine is an endocrine disruptor. That means it causes changes to your natural hormonal balance. For newborn boys, atrazine exposure in utero is correlated with lower birth weight, undescended testicles, and deformities to sex organs. Now, it may be that atrazine's risk is low enough and its value is high enough that we don't need to ban it. But the EPA isn't just keeping atrazine legal. It's decided to stop closely monitoring its use. Buried within a recent 60-page regulatory document, the EPA has announced it will soon end its atrazine monitoring program, which tests drinking water to make certain that atrazine levels are safe. According to the EPA, the risk is simply so low that it's not worth even checking to make sure the situation is under control. In fact, it's so low they're allowing 50% more atrazine to enter America's waterways. Now, that's despite the fact that in 2017, the year where the most recent data are public, 30 million Americans had measurable amounts of atrazine in their tap water. Now, according to researchers at Purdue University, a single part per billion of atrazine may be linked to low birth weights. In Evansville, Illinois, the water is already testing at 22 parts per billion. For the EPA, that's not a concern.
Something's gone wrong many a time. Now, there have been many recalls.
With water?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never heard of any.
The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has recalled
bottled water that may be contaminated with a microorganism that may cause vomiting or diarrhea. Bottles of the popular brand off the shelf.
72 million bottles.
33,000 cases.
When you're talking about the bottled water industry, you're talking about virtually no testing, and people have just assumed that what we're getting is safe. So we tested over 1,000 bottles of water and found everything from arsenic to leaching from plastic bottles to bacterial contaminants. And really what we learned from this was that you really don't know what you're getting.
Some people have gone to drinking bottled water literally because they are concerned about the water. And the problem is they're unaware of the fact that buying bottled water is not necessarily safe, that you end up being exposed to other chemical compounds.
Testers over the years have come up with all kinds of contaminants in bottled water.
Great AM, Grand Rising. I'm at the Yellow Green Farmers Market and I'm soaking my grapes again. And this 11.5, when you touch it, is greasy because it takes the oil-based pesticides off my fruit. This one is the 2.5 and it smells like bleach. If you smell it, it smells like bleach. Okay, so I've been soaking my grapes for at least 20 minutes now. And you want to see the pesticides removed? Dr. Higher Quality.